Hello everyone, I'm Ronald Mehta and welcome back to our channel digiaid.com. We are your digital aid and we provide free courses on the subjects of business and marketing.
Let's start with the ultimate strategy of brand extension. When a company uses an established brand name to market a new product, it is known as a brand extension. A sub-brand can also be formed when a new brand connects with an existing one. The parent brand here is the original source from which the sub-brand arrives. For instance, the examples of the McCafe, an extension of McDonalds, and Diet Coke from the House of Coke. Moving on to a recent example of brand extension, Budweiser releases Dwyane Wade NFT to promote Budweiser Zero, its non-alcoholic beer. The Anheuser-Busch brewing company launched a series of Dwyane Wade NFTs to advertise its non-alcoholic Budweiser Zero beverage, an extension of the Budweiser alcoholic brand. The limited edition release includes virtual tokens featuring the former basketball player's image, as well as specially created bottles that can be used to receive certain advantages. For others, the thrill will be in-person meeting with Wade himself, who will be visiting the metaverse. The beer giant has also been ahead of the curve when it comes to using NFTs for marketing purposes, even filing for a trademark on the term Budweiser. This was the company's first branded NFT attempt with the Dwyane Wade release. Moving on to the types of brand extension. It falls majorly into two categories. First is known as the line extension. A marketer may launch a new product in an established product category that targets a new market with the parent brand's help. For instance, the Armani brand expanded from Giorgio Armani and Giorgio Armani Privé to mid-range Emporio Armani goods and down to the low-cost luxury items with Armani Jeans and Armani Exchange. Then there is category extension. Marketers use the parent brand to enter a new product category from the one it currently serves. Apple as a brand or corporation has entered the watch industry by combining fitness monitoring and health-oriented features with iOS and other Apple products and services. Please note, initially it was just manufacturing smartphones and the iPod and computers, so getting into a watch segment was a complete new category extension. Now moving on to the advantages of brand extension to the parent brand. So if you launch a product, you launch an extended brand, what are the advantages that will get for the parent brand of your company? First, it will enhance the parent brand's image. By strengthening the current brand connection, the image of the parent brand may be enhanced as a result of brand extensions. For instance, Nike, Adidas and Reebok have extended from providing running shoes to other athletic apparels, thus improving the overall image of the company by not just selling footwear. Next is increasing market coverage. The brand extension may enable consumers who have avoided the parent brand because they did not know about its existence to sample it or expanding market coverage. The example is, Nike has launched a hijab targeting Muslim female athletes while observing the traditional Islamic practice of covering the head without compromising on the performance. Next, it also helps to revitalize the parent brand. Brand extensions are also used to breathe new life into dormant brands and boost their popularity and favor among customers. For instance, Cadbury Dairy Milk launched a new variant of Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk to enhance the image and spark excitement of the chocolate brand. Now let's look at the advantages to the extended brand. Obviously, it comes from an established brand, but there are some advantages that the new extended brand enjoys. First is it improves the brand image. Over time, consumers develop certain perception about the parent brand. Customers also start to expect the product to live up to their expectation in terms of performance relative to other brands they trust. They maintain perceptions on what they already know about the parent company. For instance, Apple products, whenever there's a new launch of product, people already have certain expectations, and the brand image of the already announced product goes higher. Next is it decreases risk perceived by customers. The importance of the first style of any product is how well it is connected and relevant to the parent brand. For example, customers will try any brand extension from firms like Mondelez, Google, Apple and Samsung. And finally, the success of the product lies on its features and whether it adequately fills customers' demand. Next, it also increases the possibility of expanding distribution. When new goods are introduced as an expansion to a certain brand, consumer demand for the same tends to rise. For instance, retailers are easily persuaded to stock products from moving companies like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Mondelez International, etc. Next, increases efficiency of promotional investments. When a new product is launched as an extension to a certain brand, the process of generating awareness for the brand is totally eliminated. For instance, consumers will readily try out a Cadbury chocolate based on the ad that they see. And finally, packaging or labeling advantages. Brand extensions may be packaged and labeled in a similar way to minimize production cost, which can be utilized as a promotional tool. So any new Cadbury chocolate launched in the market is typically in the same purple wrapper, thus making it easier on the packaging cost aspect and the recognition and recallability aspect for the customer. Next, moving on to the disadvantages of brand extension. First, can confuse or discourage consumers. A different variation of line extension may confuse the consumers about which version of the product is the right fit for them. Example, uncertainty about the difference between Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Next disadvantages is it can face retailer resistance. It becomes improbable for a supermarket to provide all the different variants of products available across various brands in one product category. Furthermore, retailers frequently feel that various products are just a reflection of pre-existing brands and don't feel the need to be stocked. Example, Head & Shoulder shampoo has more than 30 varieties. Next, possibility of failing and hurting the parent brand image. A bad product extension is not only likely to fail but also harm the image of the parent brand in the process. Example, Pond's was highlighted as a women's beauty care product. When they launched their brand extension Pond's toothpaste, it not only failed but had a significant negative impact on the image of Pond's. And finally, brand extensions could succeed but kill the sales of the parent brand or reduce the sales of parent brand. For instance, seldom the sales of brand extension could prove to be higher than the parent brand. This hike in business may be the result of consumers shifting from buying the extension other than the existing brand. For instance, with the introduction of Diet Coke having the advantage of good taste and low calories, it impacted the sales of the regular Coke. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on the ultimate strategy of brand extension. These are the list of sources and links referred to for our content in the video. Thank you and stay tuned for more videos.